The forbidden truth about chia. 17 fatal mistakes that are sabotaging your health in silence. What if everything you believe about chia is wrong? Have you ever wondered why a few days after consuming chia, you feel more tired instead of refreshed? What is no one telling you about this superfood that has become a worldwide fever? You consider chia to be a nutritional treasure, as many nutritionists and health experts recommend. These little seeds have gained fame for their impressive benefits, rich in omega-3s, fiber, protein, and antioxidants. But behind this reputation as a perfect food, there is a little talked about side of chia. When used incorrectly, this tiny seed can cause discomfort, imbalances in the body, and even jeopardize your health goals. Many people consume chia daily without knowing that they are making simple mistakes, but that they can have long-term consequences. Have you ever felt bloating, constipation, or even tiredness after eating chia? Perhaps the problem is not the seed itself, but the way it is being used. In this video, you will discover the 17 most common mistakes made in chia consumption and how to avoid them in a practical way. And mistake number 5 may be sabotaging your daily energy without you even suspecting it. Let's get started. 1. The invisible danger in your jar. Why your chia may be slowly poisoning your body. Have you ever opened that jar of chia that's been stored in your kitchen cupboard for months? That seemingly intact chia can hide a danger invisible to your eyes. Chia seeds are rich in fatty acids, especially omega-3s, which are highly sensitive to heat, light, and contact with air. When exposed to these conditions, chia undergoes a process called rancidity. Its healthy oils oxidize and turn into toxic and inflammatory compounds for the body. The smell changes, the taste becomes bitter, and the nutritional benefits simply disappear without you realizing it. The scariest thing is that many people cannot visually detect when a seed is spoiled. The solution to avoid this problem is simple. Store your chia seeds in airtight jars. Prefer glass containers in cool, dark, and dry places, away from the heat of the stove or direct sunlight. If you live in a hot or humid place, the refrigerator may be the best option for conservation. Remember, a poorly stored chia may seem normal, but its nutritional power is long gone. Are you ready to discover yet another potentially dangerous mistake in chia consumption? 2. The dangerous myth of the perfect superfood. How chia alone is fooling millions. Have you ever heard someone say, "I eat sizzle every day, but I don't see results"? This type of frustration is more common than it seems, and the reason may lie in a very simple mistake. Betting all your chips on a single food, no matter how nutritious, is like trying to build a house using only one type of material. Chia is high in fiber, contains antioxidants, and provides good amounts of minerals like magnesium and calcium. But it doesn't have all the essential amino acids or all the types of vitamins your body needs. Chia should be seen as a functional supplement and not as a magic shortcut to lose weight, improve digestion, or detoxify the body. For its benefits to be really enjoyed, it needs to be within a varied, colorful, and balanced eating routine. Include fresh fruits, vegetables, legumes, lean proteins, good fats, and other grains and seeds in your daily life. Each food has a unique role in the functioning of the body, and none of them, no matter how good they are, can work alone. Chia is an excellent ally, but it will never be the complete solution. And now, are you ready to find out how the time of day can turn your chia from friend to enemy? 3. Night alert, the era after 8 p.m. that transforms your chia from an ally into an enemy of sleep. Do you have a habit of consuming chia at night, just before bed? Although it seems harmless, this behavior may be interfering with the quality of your sleep without you realizing it. Chia, being high in fiber, can put more strain on your digestive system at a time when the body should be slowing down. When consumed close to bedtime, especially in large quantities or with other heavy foods, it can cause bloating, gas, or a feeling of heaviness in the stomach. And even if you fall asleep, your body will be busy trying to digest instead of focusing on the natural processes of rest and regeneration. Another factor to consider is that the satiety peak caused by chia can be mistaken for mild discomfort. This sensation ends up disrupting the natural perception of relaxation necessary for a deep and restorative sleep. The ideal is to consume chia for breakfast, lunch, or even in the middle of the afternoon when the body is more active. If you really want to use it at night, keep the amount minimal and always well hydrated, combined with light foods. Remember, poor sleep compromises your health in all aspects, from immune function to hormonal control. And did you know that there is an energy thief hiding in your chia? 4. The silent energy. Thief, how chia could be stealing your hydration without warning. Did you know that chia may be stealing water from your body? This is one of the quietest and most dangerous effects of inadequate consumption of this seed. As we have already seen, chia has a huge absorption capacity, sucking water like a powerful sponge. But what almost no one realizes is that even when you moisturize chia properly, it still requires good hydration for the rest of the day. That is, if you consume chia and don't drink enough water, you can end up dehydrating your body without even realizing it. All of this could be your body trying to warn you that it's running out of water to keep functions in order. Chia, when used well, contributes to hydration, but when there is an imbalance, it does the opposite. It traps water in the intestine and prevents other systems from functioning properly, creating a cycle of chronic dehydration. Therefore, the recommendation is simple but powerful. Increase your fluid consumption throughout the day, especially if you include chia in your meals. Drinking 8 to 10 glasses of water a day can already make a big difference. And now, are you ready to find out how a seemingly healthy habit could be destroying the benefits of chia? 5. Nutritional Destruction, the seemingly healthy habit that's killing the benefits of chia. Do you often grind your chia seeds before consuming them, thinking you're improving their absorption? This habit, which seems intuitively correct, may be destroying the valuable nutrients you're looking for. Unlike other seeds such as flaxseed, which really needs to be ground to release its nutrients, chia has a thin and permeable shell. The human body can digest and absorb the nutrients in chia even when it is consumed whole, as long as it is properly hydrated. When you grind chia unnecessarily, you expose your essential oils to oxygen, dramatically speeding up the oxidation process. The result is that your ground chia, in a matter of minutes, has already started to lose its precious omega-3s and antioxidants. In addition, unnecessary grinding destroys some of the soluble fiber structure of chia, reducing its ability to form the beneficial gel in the gut. If you really need to grind chia for a specific recipe, do it immediately before consumption. Never grind large amounts to store, as they will be oxidized before you even know it. Remember, nature designed chia to be consumed whole after adequate hydration. And now, are you ready to discover how the quality of your chia can be a real Russian roulette for your health? 6. The Russian roulette of quality, the fatal mistake in choosing your chia that can cost your health. Have you ever noticed how many different brands of chia there are on supermarket shelves? It may seem that they are all the same, but the truth is that the origin of the chia you consume makes all the difference. Not all brands follow the same standards of seed quality, storage, and processing. Some may contain pesticide residues, unwanted fragments of bark, excessive humidity, or even be poorly packaged, favoring the oxidation of the seeds. Choosing brands that provide clear information on the label is essential to ensure that you are consuming a safe and truly nutritious product. Always check the origin of the product, the type of cultivation, preferably organic, visible expiration date, and intact protective seals. Prefer companies that have food safety certifications, such as an organic agriculture seal or guaranteed microbiological analysis. And be wary of prices far below the market. Products with higher quality usually cost a little more, and this is reflected in the security you take home. Another important point, check the appearance and smell of chia when opening the package. Good seeds are dry, whole, uniform, in color, and virtually odorless. And now you're ready to find out how the chia snack might be draining your vitality? 7. The substitution trap. How the chia snack is draining your daily vitality. Have you ever replaced a meal with a glass of chia water, thinking that this would be enough to nourish your body? This practice is becoming increasingly common, especially among those looking to lose weight or follow a more fitness routine. But this is a mistake that can cost your energy and disposition on a daily basis. Chia, in fact, is nutritious. It contains fiber, antioxidants, minerals, and a little vegetable protein. But it is far from being a complete food to replace entire meals. This habit can lead to loss of muscle mass, weakness, and deficiency of essential nutrients such as iron and B vitamins. Chia should be a complement, never the main cause that sustains your body for hours. Want an example of smart use? Add chia to a smoothie with banana, oatmeal, peanut butter, and plant-based protein. Or mix it with natural yogurt accompanied by assorted fruits and other seeds. In this way, it acts as part of a nutritious and complete set, enhancing the benefits of the meal. And now, are you ready to find out why what works for others might be hurting you? 8. Ignored personalization. Why what works for others may be hurting you. Have you ever heard someone say that chia changed their life, but in your case you didn't feel any difference? This is one of the most common mistakes in healthy eating, believing that the same food will work the same for everyone. The reality is quite different. Each person has a unique organism, with their own nutritional needs, sensitivity levels, and metabolism. Chia, for example, can be excellent for those with lazy bowels, but it can cause discomfort in those who already suffer from excess gas or abdominal distension. The main mistake is in copying trend diets, or blindly following the recommendations of the influencer of the moment, without considering their biological individuality. Use chia as a tool, not as the universal solution, and most importantly, watch your body. It gives signals all the time about what works and what doesn't, and ignoring these signals is the shortest path to imbalance. Do a test. Write down how you feel after consuming chia in different ways and at different times. You can notice surprising patterns that no nutritionist could predict without knowing your unique organism. And now, are you ready to find out how fiber can turn into a dangerous blockage? 9. The gut time bomb. When chia fiber turns into a dangerous blockage. It is common to think that if chia is healthy, then the more the better. But this is one of the most dangerous mistakes when it comes to fiber-rich seeds like chia. Chia contains about 5 grams of fiber in just 1 tablespoon. Sounds great, right? The problem starts when you overdo it, especially if your body isn't used to so much fiber at once. The result: bloating, gas, cramps, and constipation. Yes, excess fiber can cause constipation. Another important point: exaggerating chia can hinder the absorption of minerals such as calcium, iron, and zinc due to the phytic acid present in the seed. If you're starting to include chia in your routine, start slowly. A teaspoon a day is enough to get you started. Notice how your body reacts, and only then gradually increase it to 1 tablespoon per day. And only after adaptation reach the recommended maximum of 2 daily spoons. More than that may be too much for your gut to process properly, causing more problems than good. And now, let's find out the most common and potentially most dangerous mistake in chia consumption. 10. The most common and dangerous mistake. The form of consumption that can lead to intestinal obstruction. Have you ever added chia seeds directly to yogurt, salad, or even drunk it with water without letting them hydrate? If the answer is yes, know that you may be making one of the most common and dangerous mistakes in the consumption of this seed. Chia has the ability to absorb up to 12 times its weight in water. This property is precisely what makes it so special to form that healthy and functional gel. But when it enters your body while it is still dry, this expansion process happens within the digestive tract. People who have difficulty swallowing or a history of gastrointestinal problems should be even more careful. A case reported in the American Journal of Gastroenterology described a severe esophageal obstruction after consuming dried chia with water. The solution is simple. Hydrate your seeds before consuming. Use a basic ratio of 1 tablespoon of chia to 3 tablespoons of water. Let it sit for at least 15 minutes until it forms a soft gel. The result will be a gel that is smooth, safe, and much easier to digest. And now, are you ready to discover the secret interaction between chia and medicines? 11. Medication alert. The secret interaction between chia and remedies. Your doctor didn't tell you. Did you know that a natural food can interfere with the effect of a drug? Even healthy foods like chia can interact with medications and alter the effect of important treatments. This happens mainly for two reasons: the high concentration of fiber and the content of alpha-linolenic acid, a type of omega-3 present in the seed. Fiber, when consumed in excess and close to the time of the medication, can hinder the absorption of the active ingredient in the intestine. Chia can potentiate these effects and lead to unwanted drops in blood pressure or blood sugar levels. Of course, this doesn't mean that you should stop consuming chia if you're undergoing medical treatment, but it's essential to talk to your doctor or dietitian, especially if you take continuous use medications. Many food interactions go unnoticed and can get in the way of important results. A practical tip is to maintain an interval of at least 2 hours between consuming chia and taking medication. This can help reduce possible interference with the absorption of medicines. And now, let's find out the secret of maximum nutrient absorption. 12. The secret to maximum absorption. Why your chia combinations are robbing you of nutrients. Do you usually eat chia on its own, mixed only with water or vegetable milk? If so, you may be missing out on the full nutritional potential of this seed and still impairing the absorption of other important nutrients. Chia is rich in soluble fiber and mucilages, which makes it excellent for bowel function. However, when consumed alone or on an empty stomach, it can hinder the absorption of minerals such as iron, calcium, zinc, and magnesium. In addition, because it is low in complete proteins and practically without fat-soluble vitamins, chia needs to be accompanied by other ingredients to form a balanced meal. A simple way to enhance the effects of chia is to combine it with fruits rich in vitamin C. These fruits help in the absorption of vegetable iron, counteracting the effect of phytic acid. It's also a good idea to include a good fat source, such as peanut butter or nuts, and add a quality protein, such as yogurt or fortified plant-based milk. In this way, you not only improve the use of nutrients, but make the meal more complete and functional. And now, are you ready to discover the invisible danger in the shelf life of your chia? 13. Countdown to the problem. The invisible danger in the shelf. Life of your chia. Have you ever found a forgotten package of chia in the closet with an expired expiration date and thought, "Oh, it's just a little seed, you can still use it"? Many people do this, and it's a mistake that can put your health at risk. Although chia is a dry food and seems durable, it does have an expiration date, and when it expires, it loses more than just its flavor. Because it is rich in fatty acids, especially omega-3s, chia can oxidize over time. Even if the expired chia looks visually normal, the risk is in what you don't see, in the chemical processes that happened inside the seed. Therefore, always check the expiration date on the label and consume it within the deadline. Once the product has been opened, store it properly, and if possible, write down the date it was opened on the jar. If the chia has a strange smell, bitter taste, or different texture, discard it immediately. You can't play with health, and with rich foods like chia, correct conservation is an essential part of ensuring the benefits it promises. And now, are you ready to discover the shocking truth that the chia industry hides? 14. The illusion of weight loss. The shocking truth that the chia industry doesn't want you to know. If you're consuming chia every day expecting to lose weight automatically, it's time to face an uncomfortable reality. Chia alone does not make anyone lose weight. Yes, it can help, but no, it doesn't work miracles. Chia is a source of soluble fiber that helps promote satiety, that is, that feeling of a full belly for longer. But if your diet is still high in empty calories, ultra-processed foods, and excess sugars, chia doesn't have the power to make up for those excesses. Healthy and sustainable weight loss depends on a set of factors: balanced diet, hydration, quality sleep, stress control, and physical activity. Chia can indeed be an ally within this context, but putting it on the responsibility of completely changing your body is a common and frustrating mistake. Stop looking for magic formulas and understand, there is no food that alone makes you lose weight. There is strategy, constancy, and above all, awareness about the real role of each component of your diet. Chia is an excellent tool, but it will never be the complete solution to your weight loss goals. Use it as part of a complete strategy, without waiting for it to do all the work on its own. And now, are you ready to discover the poisons hidden in the seeds that you consider healthy? 15. Silent contamination, the poison hidden in the seeds you consider healthy. Have you ever wondered where the chia seeds you consume every day come from? Few people pay attention to the origin of these small grains, but this detail can make a huge difference in your health. Chia is a seed that, like other agricultural crops, can be exposed to pesticides and pesticides during planting and harvesting. These chemicals, when consumed frequently, are associated with several negative effects, such as hormonal imbalances and overload on the liver. Look for organic chia, and if possible, with reliable certifications that guarantee the absence of harmful chemicals. Organic seeds are grown without the use of toxic pesticides, respecting the soil and the health of those who consume them. They may be a little more expensive, it's true, but that extra amount represents a direct investment in your long-term health. Also, prefer brands that are transparent about the origin of the product and that carry out quality tests. Remember, not everything that seems healthy really is, and even a superfood can hide dangers if it comes contaminated. Before you put chia on your plate, make sure it doesn't bring invisible poisons along. And now, are you ready to discover how water can transform your chia from toxic to miraculous? 16. The water that changes everything, the ignored element that turns your chia into toxic or miraculous. Do you often worry about the water you use to hydrate your chia seeds? If the answer is no, know that this small detail can compromise all the benefits that chia has to offer. Water is a vehicle, and everything it contains, from minerals to impurities, ends up being absorbed by the seeds during the hydration process. If you use tap water that is unfiltered, contains excess chlorine, heavy metals, or other contaminants, this residue can get trapped in chia. Unless the recipe requires more time, and you keep the mixture refrigerated to avoid microbial contamination. If you usually prepare chia pudding to consume the next day, be sure to store the mixture in an airtight jar in the refrigerator and consume it within 2 days to ensure food safety and preserve nutrients. It may seem like a small care, but it makes all the difference. Chia absorbs everything, including what you don't see. Therefore, take care of water as you take care of food, as it is an integral part of the final nutritional value of its preparation. Pure water will result in a really nutritious and contaminant-free chia, enhancing its benefits. And now, are you ready to discover signs that your body may be rejecting chia without you realizing it? 17. Fatal reaction. Signs that your body is rejecting chia and you're ignoring it. Chia is considered a safe food for almost everyone, but is it really so? Although rare, chia allergy exists and can cause unexpected reactions that many people don't associate with this little grain. If you've ever experienced itchy throat, tingling lips, swelling in your face, nausea, or even difficulty breathing right after consuming chia, it's time to turn on the alert. These are classic symptoms of food allergic reactions, and the more dangerous thing is that the more you consume the food you are sensitive to, the greater the body's response can be. Unfortunately, many people take a long time to make this association because chia has the label of superfood, which creates the false idea that it is harmless to everyone. The recommendation is clear. If you notice any strange reaction after consuming CHIA, discontinue use immediately and seek medical advice or a nutritionist. There are other seeds that are equally rich in nutrients, such as flaxseed or hemp, which can be safe alternatives for your specific case. Not everything healthy is for everyone. Each organism has its own responses and limitations. Your body speaks, and you need to listen to these subtle signals before they turn into bigger problems. Respecting individual limits is a fundamental part of a truly healthy and personalized diet. After everything we've seen, one thing is clear. Even the healthiest foods can turn into silent dangers if they're used in the wrong way. Chia is in fact a powerful superfood, but its benefits only manifest themselves when there is balance, attention, and awareness in consumption. Avoiding the mistakes you've learned here doesn't require radical change or extreme sacrifices. Just take small precautions in the preparation, hydration, combination with other foods, and in the right amount for your body. True health is not in fads or promises of miraculous results. It is in the daily choices you make with information, listening to your body, and respecting your individuality. If you've made any of these mistakes, don't blame yourself. Now you know more. And knowing is the first step to change. Start applying what you've learned here today, adjust your portions, check the origin of your chia, notice how your body reacts, and if necessary, seek guidance from a nutritionist or doctor to further personalize your diet. Remember, every step you take towards taking care of your health is an investment that brings a return. You don't have to do it all at once, but you do need to start. Your body is your most valuable asset, and it deserves the best you can offer.